units to your battle stations! America is under attack from within! Terrorist communists are trying to win, steal our elections! Red alert, sheeple! The Red Scare is back! I don't know what to tell you, maggots. I warned you we have to be vigilant on the home front. I sounded the alarm that despite our best efforts, including testosterone supplements for fuck's sake, Gen Z is turning out to be a bunch of woke-ass pansies crying rivers for their fellow human beings. These delicate flowers are easy pickings for the communist wolves in our midst. And those Marxist predators are devouring American minds at a ravenous pace. This is the enemy within, the radical left lunatics within. Your leader knows what's up.
Communism is, in my opinion, the single greatest threat to our country and its history, including even World War I and World War II, Pearl Harbor, 9/11. I think it's the greatest threat that I've ever seen to our country. These people are stone cold crazy. Even while the radicals and extremists attack our incredible history at every turn, they are silent on the miserable history of communism itself, because it never worked. Thousands of years, if you look at it. With communism, everything turns to shit, okay? It's true.
Do you see how bad and serious the threat is now? It's so bad and so serious that Glorious Leader had to exclaim, "Shit," at a rally at a high school, with high schoolers present. For some of them, this may unfortunately have been the first time their innocent young ears heard the S word. But it's for a good cause. If there's one thing our kids should learn in school, is that communism is shit. Too bad nobody had the good sense to teach the new generation of wannabe commies what shit is, because listen to them now. They're spewing this shit to win elections.
Investing surplus funds in healthcare as well as public education is the outlook for us right now. I think with the volatility and the uncertainty around the economy in the country right now, it's important that we do everything here in Wisconsin to ensure that folks have access to high quality, fair, cheaper healthcare.
475 public events. And no matter where I go, people say the same thing. It just shouldn't be this hard. Shouldn't be this hard to afford a second bag of groceries. Shouldn't be this hard to pay your rent or ever believe you could own a home. Shouldn't be this hard to see a doctor in the richest, most powerful country in the whole world. Shouldn't be this hard to pay your taxes and know that that money is going to be spent on you and your kids instead of dropping bombs on somebody else and their kids. Shouldn't be this hard.
We believe that fundamental change can and will happen if we fight for it. If we organize and show no fear in standing up for what's right. That is the message that Denver has sent to both parties, to Donald Trump, and to the entire country.
Is the shrill lady done yet? You see, the trouble with these socialist Democrats is they don't speak, they shriek. And this is what you can expect a lot more of if you're dumb enough to get hoodwinked into buying their socialist snake oil. Also, I should note that two of these three geniuses we just heard from, as well as the Muslim mayor of New York, Zohran Mamdani, are children of African immigrants. And trust me, you do not want to try to squeeze their Africanized ideas in your normal-sized Caucasian skull. They will never fit. Your head just wasn't made to accommodate the communist Mamdama festo. These primary victories of young anti-Americans can seem depressing. If they're not getting you down, well, they should. Do you not see how bad this is? For some reason, even when glorious leader himself tells you this is the most existential threat America has ever faced, except for the other threats he used to say were the worst ever, you still choose not to believe him. Fine. Wait until you get a look at the Democratic Socialists of America's plan for this country, should we be foolish enough to hand them the keys to our clean, coal-burning American car. This is what these maniacs want. No more Senate. Oh yeah, they've absolutely called for this. Tell me, Mr. Zoran, how do you take an oath to uphold the Constitution when you clearly just aren't that into it? The Senate is baked into the Constitution itself. You better hope Mitch McConnell doesn't hear you say that. Don't make him get up. But that's not even the worst of it. They want to eliminate ICE. And then, when all the illegals pour in because there is no one there to stop them anymore, they want to take my money, our money, to make gift bags for all those illegals. Capitalism will be outlawed. God forbid anyone have an entrepreneurial spirit anymore. Mandatory gender reassignment. Yes, I heard that somewhere, and you heard that right. It's awful what these socialists probably want to do to your kids' genitals. Private property, forget it. Your stuff belongs to the collective now. And free healthcare. This is terrorism! We must confront the enemy in our midst, hiding amongst us. But how do we keep their grubby commie hands off our well-inherited wealth? First, we have to correctly identify them. So how do we identify these socialist communist terrorists in our midst? What are their characteristics? It used to be easy to identify radical left lunatics. They were mostly some version of this guy.
When the revolution occurs and all these fascists, all the Trump supporters, they will be held accountable.
Good luck with that, cutie. Clearly, some of today's radical left loonies still fit the old stereotypes. Black blockers, clad in bike helmets, goggles, and gas masks. But Mom Donnie wears a suit and tie, and I haven't even seen any tats on that man. That means the only way now to identify commie terrorists is to listen for their dumb communist rhetoric. But be careful not to listen too closely. Evil, hard left pagans will try and cast a spell on you, chanting magic incantations like stop corporate greed and support subsidized housing. Their sweet words may tempt you, but like the historically non-woke version of Odysseus, you must tie yourself to the mast and not allow these liberal snowflakes' good intentions to take us all down the road to Hades, because that's where it goes. That's just #facts. The stakes are high. So how do we confront this red menace in our midst? For some helpful tips on how to stand up to the nihilists among us, we turn to my FakeAssNews colleague and anti-terrorism expert, Brian Johnson-Balz. Brian, is it okay to start hunting down these terrorists in our own neighborhoods?
Totally, Hope. We gotta save our American way of life by any means necessary.
Why are you dressed like a radical left lunatic? No offense, but you look like you're trying to cosplay the lame-brained protester in that last video.
What? That's not what I'm doing at all here, Hope. I am dressed like a freedom-enforcing ICE agent. Well, you know, the new hire kind. All I need now is training and a badge. Well, okay, a badge.
My apologies, Brian. With everyone dressing up for urban combat, I guess the team uniforms all start to look the same. So, if you're a freedom-loving patriot, you've got your commie-crushing gear together, and you're ready to go, then what?
Posse Comitatus, which I believe is Latin for Patriot Gang. What we do, we deputize ourselves as agents of the federal government to combat the imminent threat of terrorist, communist insurrection with roving bands of loyalists to defend the crown. Or the Constitution, same difference. With our just cause, we will stop at nothing to defeat these infidels. Beatings, bombings, assassinations, hell, teach-ins, whatever it takes to make America great again.
I'll be the first to admit putting the beat down on these dirty traitors does sound pretty tempting. But if we're resorting to bombings and assassinations, doesn't it start to sound like we're actually the terrorists?
Well, it would, but here's the distinction, Hope, and it's an important one. We're right, and they're wrong.
Right. Good point.
I know. And so whatever we do, I mean, beatings, shavings, brandings, tarring feather, whatever we want, that's fine, because we're not the baddies. They're the baddies. We're the good guys.
The moral clarity is so refreshing. Well, in that case, happy hunting, Brian.
Thanks, Hope. Hey, and don't worry about my safety. I'm going to be fine. I will be concealing my identity, just like the brave men and women of ICE, or these guys.
Well, I better not keep you. Our nation is running out of time. We've got to drastically reduce the left's numbers before the midterms in November. You know, to save America.
Right, from itself. And terrorism. I'm on the case, Hope. I'll let you know how it goes.
As this may be the last time I see you alive. Good luck, Brian.
Thanks, Hope. Wait, what?
Most of all, I want to thank our fine capitalist patriots for tuning in to another rabble-rousing edition of the most dangerous show on earth, my show, where thraddling the truth is par for the course. Smash those like and subscribe buttons, darlings, and I will see you next time right here on the Fake Ass News Network.